Away in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
So the Lakers 5 right now. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Primetime is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Bosh in at the small forward. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Primetime in the last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He had 42 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Here's Primetime, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Beyond the arc, drills it from outside. Primetime's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Lakers.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Portis, he's checked in for the Suns. Michael Carter-Williams comes in for Paul. And the Lakers also making a switch. Ibaka's checked in, Carter-Williams, and Carter-Williams slams it in.
Nice ball control by Carter-Williams, dicing the D up with some nice handles.
Pass to Primetime, shoots the three, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Primetime's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And again, it's the Lakers.
Oh, great display of unselfishness. Westbrook is solid at realizing when one of his guys is open.
Chris, fitting, right, that Russell Westbrook began a charity called the Why Not Foundation, because that sort of sums up his attitude on the court. Put a challenge in front of him, and he'll say, why not?
Yeah, he's always been fearless, and there's nothing he can't do on the court, period. And Russell's charity, you mentioned, the Why Not Foundation, does a lot of great work with young people in our at-risk communities.
Here's Primetime, defended by Booker. The pass to Primetime. A minute 42 left in the second quarter. Driving to the basket. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That's an awful call! What did you see there, ref?
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Primetime. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Payne passes to Bridges. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Portis kicks to Bridges. To stop the run. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Primetime. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three.
Yo, you are a mess out there, guys!
On this quarter, he's carrying them offensively.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Now here's Carter Williams. Payne's shot is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Passes it to Primetime. Launches it. That one's not going to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Takes it inside. Baines inside. Defended by Portis. Clock at 2. Here's Muscala. And the Lakers with another miss. Suns trail by 21. On the wing, Bridges. From outside, off the mark. Stevenson outside. Pass to Primetime. Fires from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. And that's now 29 points for Primetime. And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
I got you, man.
Quickly. Really an incredible game from Primetime.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Portis is out there with Smith, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Portis against Davis. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Bridges. Goes up from the top of the key. That shot missing, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Primetime, defended by Booker. Offensive rebound, James. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Forceful move by LeBron inside, not letting anything stop him from getting his shot up.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Westbrook. And here comes the break. Here's Primetime. Rebound by the Suns. 90 seconds now into the second half. Booker outside. And the pass to Portis. Poked away.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Here's Primetime, defended by Booker. Here's Primetime, and the call on the shot. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Primetime, defended by Booker.
He always wants to give him some numbers, and tonight he's giving them plenty.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Smith against Gill. And contact. Lakers leading by 16. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The 2 megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Primetime, and it's Bosh in at the 3 spot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Bridges inside. He's up against Bosch. Booker, with no one around, sinks the triple.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. No good from Primetime.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And the call will be against Primetime. That's foul number 2 for him. Saric outside. Booker left side. From down low. Good as the jump shot falls. And that's 10 points for Devin Booker.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Passes it to Primetime. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now, here's Bridges. Saric just screen on Bosch. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the right side. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Booker. Back to Westbrook. Lakers passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges with the steal. Pass to Booker. Takes a 3. Bridges misses.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Portis brings the double team. Bosch passes to Primetime. Shoots from the right block. Rejected by Booker. And they get it back. Westbrook finds James. Here's Primetime. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Bridges passes to Portis. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Saric with it, and Bosch picks him up defensively. 6 to shoot. From deep. The shot off that time, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's Primetime. They double him with Booker. Bridges against Westbrook. Primetime, the pass to Bosch. Oh. But with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Here's Primetime, and good that time. Primetime's got 12 points here in the second half.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Primetime.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
And the call.